behind me is the concert hall. I've heard things about it. It's supposed to be pretty intense, and that's one of the places that we'll be investigating tonight. And it's big, so I can't get it all in the frame. This is a useless shot. I understand that now. This is the concert hall. This is a better angle than I used before, so you can actually see it. It's supposed to be like really haunted, so I can't wait to do that. Oh, I just gave my own concert. God, I suck at this. Open. Okay, this is night one of our investigation. We are all headed into an undisclosed location that we can't talk about. It's the site of an Indian massacre, so that's always good. But let's see what we get tonight. Hey, fire truck. Front of this cap says Red Room.
Yeah, there's eyes in the fire truck. Okay, no one wander from the group. Yeah, no, stay together for sure.
There used to be an Indian reservation here, and back in the day, I guess the troops or whatever, you know, white folk ended up making a truce or whatever with them and got in good with the Indians that were here, because where we're situated, you can see the valley, so you can see any threat that's coming, and you're also protected from behind because of the mountain. But anyway, I guess they were able to convince the men of the tribe or whatever to go and do some battle with them. I'm not sure which one it is. But they went and did the battle, and while they were gone, all of the women and children that were here were slaughtered. And then when the men came back, they were slaughtered. So it was just complete annihilation. And you can definitely see things and feel things, and we've heard, you know, the Native American drums, we've heard all kinds of things. They kind of crawl in the rafters sometimes and watch you, and just a lot of activity in here.
It's hard because you can hear people breathing.
Yeah.
You have to really...
You hear everything.
Yeah, you have to really kind of just close your eyes and focus.
You hear like heartbeats.
Yeah, seriously. It's like Wolverine.
Hear that?
Probably really loud.
That was like inside of my...
Dude.
I felt it in my teeth.
What was that? That was wet?
Yeah, courtesy wipe, dude.
Seriously, that made my teeth vibrate with these headphones. See, we're just friends. we literally pose no threat. You just heard that.
That's our only weapon.
Is there someone here by the name of Kimberly? If there's someone here by the name of Kimberly, could you make your presence known?
She's not gonna do that anymore. Look at all the fondue, guys. We can have so much fondue. We're heading over to the music hall right now, the concert hall. It's where I've wanted to go since we started, so it should be pretty cool. There's claims of stuff getting knocked around, tossed over in there. That'll be neat. These are my friends.
Asphalt warrior racer.
You can't take them anywhere. This is Aiden, the fanciest paranormal investigator. He walks around with a leather suitcase full of ridiculously powerful magic.
Well, this way, if you can't find ghosts, you know where you have them.
Just
Bring your own.
He's not kidding. Do you know the story of the woman who's supposed to be down here?
Just the story goes that she was a homeless woman that snuck in here during the winter when it was closed down, and she froze to death.
If anyone's in this room, can you please talk to us by touching the green light? Our ears don't work very well, so we have trouble hearing you. And the green light is really the way that we're going to be able to communicate with you tonight.
If you guys were over here, maybe we put it over there, so it's not like in the middle of this.
So it doesn't feel surrounded.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want it?
I would put it over there, the whole rest over here. So that way it's not, it doesn't feel like it has to come right in. Sure. Sorry.
We're going to give you your space. Can you go touch the green light? space with us is especially safe. So if you want to hide out in here with us, that's completely fine.
I'm friends with Amy. My husband is Grant. We've been here several times. Holy shit. Thank you.
Thank you.
Several times. Holy shit. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry. I don't know if you remember me. I've been here a few times too.
We're at the Stanley Main Lodge, ready up to the 4th floor of our Grand Station.
So we've had some, this has slowly been ramping up here. We had some coins move in the other room, we had a drawer open, no one saw it, it was just kind of open, and no one could have opened it. In this room, we had the cobweb feeling in the closet, and people, we want to try to keep someone in the closet as much as possible. You're a volunteer. Okay?
No, wait,
Oh.
what I was gonna say.
Please step forward. No,
I had a cobweb feeling down in the tunnels, but I thought it was it felt like a spider was crawling on me.
Yeah, that's associated with paranormal activity.
Okay, well, I thought it was a cobweb.
Well, it could be. If you go like this and there's no cobweb.
I couldn't find anything. I was trying to pull it
can't
up.
help but look like a moron when you walk through cobweb. So in here, the claims, as silly as it sounds, is for women. This guy grabs butts. He's very kind of. He's a dog. Or a creep, however you want to look at it.
Can you pinch Holly's butt? Yeah. It did?
I explained to you guys the 3 phases of EVP already. I like to explain it just because sometimes during an investigation we'll just kind of start talking and goofing around, and I don't want you to think that that's us giving up on the room. It's actually one of the phases of EVP. The first phase is what you want to do. It doesn't work in this situation, but is kind of hit record on the recorder and enter the room unannounced. Just boom, come in and don't say anything. Because typically you stumble across a conversation that just of entities in the room, and you kind of surprise them. After that, we do pointed question, phase 2. Pointed questions, looking for answers that are logical. And the reason for that is obviously to communicate, but also to get answers that make sense, to have good proof. Like if I said, do you like ice cream? And it said 47, that doesn't make any sense, and we don't, that doesn't really have any validity. But if it's like, what's your name? Frank. How old are you? 12. That really is strong. But after a while of that, there's a third phase, which is where we catch our best EVPs, and that's just talking freely amongst yourselves. We get some good stuff because it kind of takes the spotlight off the entity, and you're not interrogating it anymore. And you start talking about other things, normal everyday things, which one of those subjects could be really near and dear to the entity, and it will kind of inevitably chime in. So if I was talking about how goofy my dogs are, this entity might really like dogs and say, oh, my Dalmatian is really silly, but you might just get the word Dalmatian, That's when we get the best stuff, and that's when people think, I don't want you to think that if you're here with us, or Amy, or Adam, or whatever, and in the middle of an EVP session they just start to ramble. They're only doing what they were trained to do. They're not giving up on the situation, okay? And a lot of people get to the point where they're just having conversation when they're reviewing their audio, and they just stop listening. It's the worst thing you can do. Just keep listening.
Grant, can I ask a question?
You just did.
What does EVP stand for?
Okay. Extremely violent person.
More in the nature is weird category. There's literally so much